For some of us, this is the final step into getting the result that you want. For others, this is the first step. And I go back to my coach, which was Mark Allen, who was the 6-time Ironman world champion. And I remember I was trying to qualify to get to Kona, and I was 0-3. I went in and I trained really hard, and I just didn't get the results. I was 2 minutes away and 5 minutes away, and I just didn't get the result that I wanted. And I hired Mark as a coach because I was like, you know what, I want to hire someone who's been there. And Mark had 6 defeats before he went on and won it 6 times. And I'll never forget what he told me on how to break through. And it goes something like this: basically visualizing the experience that we want to have over and over and over again before the actual experience. And I didn't really understand that at the time, what he meant, but I remember doing this over and over again. I probably visualized qualifying for Kona over 100 times in my body, so I could feel it, I could see it, I could replicate it, because there's something happens in our brain, in our bodies, when we visualize the thing that we want. And you can do this in training, you can do it racing, you can do it with new jobs, you can do it with partners, you can do all of it in this beautiful encapsulation of visualization. And at the core of it is teaching our bodies the experience that we want to have, but we don't know what that feels like exactly. So we have to feel into it and see, like, what could this experience feel like? And what happens when it does present itself? Because the mind doesn't know, and we have to teach it over and over again. The body doesn't know, so we have to teach it. We have to experience it. You can go through a long list of Olympic athletes, and they have won that gold medal many, many times before they've actually wear it on their neck. And something deep inside of that, I think, is belief. Teaching our bodies that we can believe that a result can happen. And so this idea of maybe you're stuck somewhere, or maybe you are trying to achieve something that's massive in your business or your body or whatever, try the tool of visualization and just having this. For example, for triathlon, I would go through the entire race, everything from waking up to getting my socks on, to how my clothes looked in the morning, to what I'm going to eat, to what happens when I get to the transition before the race. How do I act? Where do I go? What's my pre-race thing? And then I would just go through the entire single race, all the way to the finish line. And this has allowed me to experience what it is. It also puts me in a flow state on the day of, because I visualize this experience so well. I get into flow state. I don't have to think about it. It's kind of automatic. It becomes automatic. And when we get into flow state, that's when the real magic can happen. And so for a triathlon, it could take me anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes to kind of go through the entire experience in my mind. And what I learned from that was this deep visualization unlocks something inside of me where it's like, oh, I can actually do this. This is a real thing. Because if you're going after really big shit, your mind wants to shut down. It wants to, like, nah, you can't do that. No. It starts going to fear mode. So all of this visualization practice helps you kind of instill this deep belief that you can do it. And that, for some people, is the game changer. That is the thing that they're missing, is that deep belief that you can lose 100 pounds, or that you can win this race, or you can qualify for a certain race. That is what it takes. And so if you're having a moment where you're like, man, I want to have a big breakthrough this year, try visualization. Try visualizing losing 100 pounds and what it's going to take to do it. Try visualizing going to the Boston Marathon and the training that it takes, and then the race day of execution. Feel into that, because you're going to get signals from all of these experiences that you're going to learn even before you get to race day. And that is so powerful because when you can manufacture this like deep belief inside of you, you can do fucking some amazing shit. That has been my experience for winning races, starting businesses, all of these things. Visualization, constant visualization, because we're trying to pull ourselves forward into a future result that we've never experienced before. And so just remember, at the first time thinking about it, you're going to come up against a lot of fear. A lot of us come up against a lot of fear when we're trying to do big things. And so the visualization helps dissolve that, brings a layer back, brings a layer back, brings a layer back. And soon enough, you start to believe. And that is probably the most potent drug on planet Earth when it comes to being an athlete, is deep belief. And when you have deep belief, you cannot be fucked with. And that's what I'm talking about, because it doesn't matter, because you believe it. Nothing else matters, because you've already gone through the sequence. You have this rock solid authenticity and integrity inside of you because you visualized it. You've played it over again. And when you have that, you have something so solid that no matter what happens on race day or whatever happens on that big day, you have that and you are unshakable. All right. I'd love to hear your experience with visualization. If this landed with you, just subscribe here and watch for more beautiful experiences and shares that I'd love to share with you guys, and I'd love to hear from you. All right. Appreciate it, and ride to your truth.